Welcome to G.L.A Academy. We're looking at Mathematics Waec 2023 series. And here's question number 34. So the question states that the diagonals of a rhombus are 16 centimeter and 12 centimeter. Find the length of the side. Now here's a rhombus. A rhombus is like a kite in shape. And if you look at the shape, this is how a rhombus looks like. Now, in this rhombus, it has two diagonals. Diagonals are lines that run from this point, this vertex, down to this point, and from here to the other side. These are lines of diagonals. Okay. Now we are told that this rhombus has two diagonals. One is 16, the other one is 12. Now, if you look at it very well, in a rhombus, one of the properties of rhombus is that all sides are equal, and it has two diagonals. Now, from this diagonal, we are told that one of them is 16. That is, let's pick this one for example. Let's distance from here, from this vertex to this vertex is 16. Now, half is going to be what? 8. So that is from here to here to this intercept is 8 centimeter, while from here to here is also 8 centimeter. Now, if you pick the other diagonal, which is what? 12 centimeter, that means distance from here to here should be 6 centimeter, and distance from here to here should also be 6 centimeter. But at the center, it forms 90 degrees at the center, or we say that angle at a point is 360. When you add up all these angles, it must give you 360 degrees. What can we do now? We can bring any of these triangles out and solve using the Pythagoras theorem. But don't forget, here are the lengths of these diagonals. The lengths are equal, and that's one of the properties of diagonals. So let's pick this triangle out for example. So we say that in this triangle here, the distance from here to here is 8. Here is the right angle, here is the right angle, just like this, and distance from here to here is 6. Now we have to find the length of the side. Now, what can we use? I can use the Pythagoras theorem. Now, I will say using Pythagoras theorem, which states that the hypotenuse square, and now in this case, here is our hypotenuse, so I use h to denote that. Here is the hypotenuse, let's make this our theta, even though we don't need to go through all this process, but let's say this is hypotenuse, so the hypotenuse square equals to the sum of the opposite square plus the adjacent square, and that's how to make the Pythagoras theorem. So in this case now, I will consider that my opposite square, which in this case is L, this is hypotenuse square, that's L, is equal to the opposite square plus the adjacent square. Now in this case, our L remains unknown. The opposite in that case is 8, and that's 8 squared, plus the adjacent, which is 6, and that's 6 squared. Now when you simplify this further, our L squared equals to 8 times 8 is 64, and 6 times 6 is 36. When you add up, L squared equals to 100, and the square root of 100 is 10. Therefore, the length is 10 centimeter. Alternatively, if you are to make use of our Pythagoras theorem, Pythagoras triples, which state that the three angles or the three sides of a regular triangle should be the minimum, or the first side is 3, 4, and 5, while the next one will be, when you multiply it by 2, should be having 6, 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 2 is 8, and 5 times 2 is 10. So from here, you can easily predict the value of our L, which is what? 10. And thank you, and we look at the options. Option B is the correct answer, so we take B. And thank you very much for your time, and stay tuned for the next question.